A lot of DJI Neo 2 owners are flying around right now with a feature set that's already outdated, and they have no idea. DJI just pushed a firmware update that quietly rewrites what this tiny drone is capable of. And it's not just some routine bug fix buried in patch notes. This update moves several automated shot modes directly onto the Neo 2's physical buttons, the ones marked with that orange indicator line, meaning you can cycle through shot types without ever pulling your phone out. I spent the last several days testing this across multiple units and both major update methods, so I know exactly where people get stuck, because I got stuck too. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly what changed, how to update without breaking anything, and which new mode is about to become your favorite. Let's start with the drone itself, because firmware version 1000.700 looks like a boring maintenance patch on paper, but functionally it's doing a lot more than that. DJI has now pushed several shot modes directly onto the Neo 2's physical buttons, the ones marked with that orange indicator line, meaning you can cycle through shot types without ever pulling your phone out. On the app side, this update officially adds exactly 2 new creative modes. Nothing more, nothing less. So let's be precise about that instead of overselling it. Everything else you'll see in the shooting interface, like rocket, follow, selfie shot, dolly in, dolly out, droney, and circle, was already there before this update. What's new is genuinely new, but it's layered on top of a shot library that was already impressively deep for a drone this small and this affordable. So what are these 2 additions actually called, and why is everyone about to be talking about them? The first is Highlight Slow-Mo, which records a burst of high frame rate footage around the action and automatically finds the peak moment, a jump, a trick, a splash, then slows just that moment down into a ready-to-share clip. That means no manual editing pass required to isolate the best frame, which is a genuine time saver if you're shooting solo. The second is Helix Close-Up, and honestly, this one might be my favorite of the pair. Instead of starting wide like the original Helix shot, it begins tight on your subject and spirals outward into that same sweeping reveal, giving you an intimate opening before the landscape takes over the frame. Small addition, big difference in how polished the final clip feels. Now, before you go update everything at once, there's a sequence that actually matters if you want to avoid a mismatch mess. Update your DJI Fly app first, since that controls everything downstream, then the drone itself, then your RC2 remote control. And if you own multiple RC2 units, you'll need to repeat this for each one individually since they don't share update status. Here's a tip that saved me real frustration. Sometimes a firmware update appears to finish, but the app still flags the same component afterward. Don't panic, that's not a break to device. Just run the update again and it clears itself 9 times out of 10. And if you'd rather batch update several remotes at once instead of repeating the phone process over and over, the desktop tool via USB cable is honestly the faster route for that. Put together, this update takes the DJI Neo 2 from a drone with a great shot library to one that's actively closing the gap with bigger, pricier cinema drones without asking you to learn manual piloting. If you fly with an RC Pro 2 or the N3 controller, I haven't seen a confirmed matching update for those yet as of filming this, so I'd rather tell you that honestly than send you hunting for something that isn't there. Either way, this is exactly the kind of update that quietly changes your workflow instead of just padding a spec sheet. At the end of the day, 2 small additions and a smarter button layout make the DJI Neo 2 feel like a noticeably different drone to fly. Which mode are you trying first? Highlight Slow-Mo or Helix Close-Up? Drop it in the comments, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss the RC Pro 2 follow-up once there's something solid to share.